Hey, this is Epykk with the Chosen Prime. Today we'll be taking a look at Fans Toys FT-43 Dunerunner. This is their take on a G1 inspired mini bot known as Beachcomber. But before we take a look at him, let's take a quick look at his accessories. First off, he comes with this smiling face. And yeah, you see a nice bright happy smile there. And then he comes with one just a slight smile. And yeah, he's still happy. And then he comes with a bit more of a stern expression on this one. And then last he comes with the I guess the goggles that he used to scan the environment, something like that. So yeah, that one looks really nice. You can see the details and everything that's painted on with the actual scanning effects. So yeah, it looks really good. And of course he does come with a blaster. So you have his small firearm here. And it's it's fully painted. And then you get a set of these hood covers. So one is a complete piece and then one is split. So in vehicle mode they'll cover up the hood, I guess, section here. So of course if you want them to go on there and transform, you use the split ones. If you don't like it split down the middle for alt mode, then you can just use this one. So you got options. And for the head sculpts, they're easy to swap out. His head is on a ball peg there, so you just pick one that you like and simply pop it on. And it's a little bit of a snug fit, but yeah. And once you got it on there, works really well. Of course, he does come with his instructions. So yeah, I found these a little confusing initially, but when I actually paid attention to what I was looking at, then it started to make sense. So yeah, they actually are pretty good. Maybe confusing unless you're, not following exactly what they show you. But if you just, pay attention to whatever they're showing you and look at yours and look at that, then I think you'll get it. But anyways, we're here to show you how to do it. So, and last you get his collector's card, and it's got his stats on the back with the promo shot. So pretty weak stats. All right, and taking a really close-up look at Dunerider here, you can see that he is fully painted. They did decide to go with the blue, dark blue, I guess. I don't know if it's a dark blue, but it is nice, and it is also metallic. The white is also metallic, and he's got silver in the chest there, silver accents here, and then silver on the visor. So all of that looks really nice. The torso is painted, as you could probably see, with the red accents and yellow and a little deeper blue there for the hourglass. And then everything else, of course, is just the metallic white. Since it is white, it picks up dirt from your fingers and whatnot pretty easily. But yeah, overall looks really good. The wheels are done in a chrome paint, and the tires, of course, are rubber, and they do spin freely. In the back, pretty clean overall. Little bit of the roll cage sticking through, but yeah, it's really clean profile. So overall, very nice looking figure. For his articulation, again, his head is on a ball joint, so you get to, it's kind of stiff, but you get a little bit of movement. His head is, that blocky shape, so you can move it side to side, up, not very much, and then down a little bit, also not very much. But yeah, for I guess photos, you can untab it from there, and then you can adjust it and have them look up more however you want. So then his shoulders, they're just on a swivel here, so they rotate all the way around, and then they go up a little past 90 degrees. His bicep, as you can see there, is on a swivel, and then his elbow gets 90-degree bend, and his fist can rotate. Actually, it seems like they might be hindered, but they can really rotate all the way around until you get to the thumb there. So yeah, pretty good range on that. And then of course the hands can open and close, and it's just all one solid deal. But yep. And the waist articulation, it's on a stiff hinge, but it is unhindered. It goes all the way around however much you need it to. And it does have an ab crunch, which locks into place here. So if you don't want it to do that, you just put it back and then fit that in there, and that locks it back into place. So he has the hip skirts here. One solid piece in the front, two in the back, or I'm sorry, two on the sides and then one in the back. So the legs are also on hinges that let him kick forward about 90 degrees. He can kick back also 90 degrees, and he can do the full splits. And the knees, they're actually on double hinges. So you can see here, there's a hinge and then there's another one. So initially it just looks like it goes about 90 degrees. But if you use the, I guess, uppermost hinge first, then you can get more than that. So it can actually go a little bit more than this if you just kind of mess around with it as you see fit. But yeah, better than 90 degrees is the point that I'm trying to make. And you do get a thigh swivel, excellent thigh swivel, goes pretty good range. And then on the feet, you get a very generous ankle tilt, and the feet, due to transformation, can go forward but not back. For a nice size comparison, here he is next to Fans Toys FT-42 Hunk and then FT-41 Sheridan. And here he is again with Hunk, and this time next to Takara's MP39 Sunstreaker. Alright, so on to transformation. Hopefully you can see everything. I tried to go with the theme here because, you know, beachcomber, sand. So hopefully you can see everything, but I'll be sure to keep everything in frame for you. So first off, we'll go ahead and straighten up the legs and the arms, get everything straight so we can get ready to rumble. Alright, first thing you want to do, also straighten out the fists. And there's a panel here on the side of the arm. You want to go ahead and unlock it, so you can do it from either side, wherever you see the lip there. This is where it detaches. So I'm just going to use my spudger and pry it. Can't see it as well. All right, so go ahead and pry that open, and then the arm itself is going to collapse down. So we'll just rock it and collapse it down a little bit. And then, so where it was tabbed in here on this peg, now it's going to be tabbed in there. So just close it up, and as long as it's closed in, then you know that you got it. And while you're at it, you'll see here right underneath the R, there's a little sliding mechanism. So just press that and close it. And same thing on the other side. Open the arm, compress it, and close it, and collapse. There you go. All right, so now it should have little stubby arms. Straighten his fist. No, actually like this. Okay. Next thing you want to do is you can do either way. We'll start from the back because that's what I read in the instructions. Just unpeg here, fold that out, and then tuck the head through just a little bit collapse this piece down. And what it's gonna do, it's kind of tricky, unclear in the instructions. Actually, I don't think the instructions really covered it, and I folded it in too much here, so I gotta fish it back out. But you want to tuck the head through here, but not all the way, because this tab here is gonna clip into the bottom right there. So it looks like it would go here, but it's actually gonna tab in right there. So let's see if we can get it to. There we go. All right, so yeah, it's gonna sit something like that. Well, actually, no, it needs to go in more. So this part, you see where it's exposed there, that part needs to go all the way in. So let's push it in a little bit. There. And then you can rotate the arms down. Untab this part at his back. Well, it's not actually tabbed, you just fold it down. And then you have this section with the cage inside that you can pull out. And then this part folds out. And then the torso area, it has these two tabs on the inside underneath. And so initially the tabs go into the holes right there where it's kind of lined up already. You want to rock it to the inside where it lines in with those two holes. So you just take the whole thing, kind of shift it through, and be mindful of this tab here, because that tab is going to peg in to this little port here. So just rock it up, and then you can kind of use that tab as a marking point without actually seeing it. And there you go. It covers up the whole thing. So that section that was there before with the, I guess, kind of hourglass, that's now on the inside. I'll show you. Yeah, this whole section. So that's going to be all hidden on the inside. So when this tabs in here, then you know you've got it in the right orientation. These little hinge sections on the inside, you need to flip those out. There's one on each side. So flip those out. And now you can tab this section. Oops. You can rock this back and you'll see where it just tabs into place there. Just tab it on that side, tab it on that side. And he has the seats that you can flip up. And then you can bring the cage forward and go ahead and clip it together. There you go. And then yeah, just press down on the front here. So with that part done, next thing you want to do is go ahead and prep the front section by untabbing those, and untab the back of the legs from here. And then you can also unclip the bottom of the foot. It has a panel here. And just unclip that and then fold that whole piece out, and then fold this section here out. What you'll need to do is move this over so you have the clearance to bring out the front of the wheel section. So just kind of pull that out And then once it's out, then you can rock the whole thing over. Then just let it rest to the side and do the same thing for the other side. This time we'll just untab it first, and then fold that out so that way we can get to the inside. Move that to the side so you can pull this part out. And then fold it all over to the side. And you want to do that so of course you can fold the legs back. So when you're folding it back, just be sure to use the bottom hinge and not the top hinge. So the top hinge, if you move that, you're going to have a hard time folding the legs back. So you can put them together and do them at the same time or do them individually, whatever works best for you. But I'm going to do them one at a time so you can see. Hold it down and it should just rest right in front of this section that you flipped up on its back. You can do the other side. All right, and then once you got it together, you can go ahead and fold this part back in, and then it just clips back on the tabs that it was on before. There you go. And then this part comes up and covers off the front and tabs in here. Just pull up on the roll cage and then undo the, I guess what was the ab crunch, and then peg the hands back in, or arms. Peg those back together and then you can put it back. Make sure you have these sections out to the side because the fist got to go inside there. Just pull back up on the roll cage and tuck it back inside. And there you go. Press it back down, and then all you have to do is, well, they already did, but you collapse this section and this section, and then just fold it down and it will tab in right there on both sides. And last thing you want to do is rotate the front struts, and you'll see this tab here, the circular one, and then the wheel will just clip over that on both sides. Oops. There you go. And there you have them, all transformed up into his dune buggy mode. So yeah, you see the struts here that are done in the metallic silver. Got a little bit of chrome paint on the rims there. And then the headlights, of course, are picked in this translucent blue. So those are pretty nice. And then everything else is, you know, the same with the metallic blue. Looks really good. The white, of course, is painted. Yeah, all the silver and everything, it's all fully painted. The roll cage itself is die cast. And then the inside has some details there. You see the steering wheel and the console, or the dash I should say. And then the seats are molded in there as well. Even a little bit of leg room for a teeny tiny figurine if you have one. And then even the shifter is done in die cast. It's got two shifters. I don't know anything about dune buggies, but seems like one is for manual control and the other may be for an automatic setting. Again, I don't know, but yeah, details are there. They look good. The engine block there on the back. Yeah, no tail lights or anything, but again, I don't know if it's supposed to have any. And of course, rolls really well. So yeah, all in all, pretty nice. And for a very quick size comparison, here he is next to Fans Toys Road King, aka Motormaster, and Sheridan, aka Warpath. And that is Fans Toys FT-43 Dunerunner. And again, this is their interpretation of a G1 inspired beachcomber. So if you are interested in this fantastic mini bot, please go to thechosenprime.com and check availability. Again, this is Epykk with The Chosen Prime. Have a good day.